Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. My name is Nurushaira Meti Muhammad Noor. My material number is 255577. So today I would like to deliver an informative speech with the title Female Astronaut Christina Koch. So before I start, I would like to ask you, did you know what is an astronaut? I believe everyone would know what is an astronaut. An astronaut or cosmonaut is a person who is suited by a human spaceflight program to command, pilot, or serve as a crew member of the spacecraft. Although generally it was served for a space professional traveler, but the terms are sometimes applied to anyone who made a trip to the space, include journalists, politicians, tourists, and scientists. Did you know in 1958, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration (NASA) adopted the word of astronaut by meaning the sailor among the stars for the men and women they would train to go to the space. But at the same time, the Soviet Space Agency also come up with a similar term, cosmonaut, which means sailor of the universe. So today, what I want to highlight is about one of female astronaut. She is Christina Koch. So for everyone who doesn't know who is Christina Koch, she just come back to the Earth on 6 February 2020, which is this year, after spending almost 1 year at the space to do a missions. So today, I want to share with you guys 3 achievements of Christina Koch, which is the first one is as a electrical engineer at the United States. The second one is about as a female astronaut at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and the last one is about the first longest woman to do a space missions. Okay, firstly, Christina Koch worked as an electrical engineer at the United States. She has worked as an electrical engineer in the Space Department of the Applied Physics Laboratory at the Johns Hopkins University. She has worked in the space science instrument development and remote scientific engineering field. Then she got transferred to the NASA laboratory. So while her time working as electrical engineer at the NASA laboratory, she was contribute to scientific instrument on several NASA missions that study about astrophysics and cosmology. So as Christina Koch, also known as a multi-talented person, which is she loves to do something new and challenge herself. In 2004-2007, she has spent 3.5 years to traveling the Arctic and Antarctic regions. She completed a winter over season at the Amundsen Scott South Pole Station, where she experienced -111 degree Fahrenheit at -79.4 temperatures. So while in the Antarctica, Christina Koch was also served as a crew member of the firefighting teams, ocean search and rescue teams. So she said that her times in the South Pole are very challenging her mental and physical, but at the last, she managed to go out without seeing the sun or without shipments of mail or fresh food. Okay. Secondly, Christina Koch as a female astronaut at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. In June 2013, she was selected by NASA as a part of astronaut group 21. She has finished her training in July 2015, which is make her accessible and ready for the upcoming missions. Her astronaut candidate training include scientific and technical briefing, intensive instruction in International Space Stations (ISS), robotics, spacewalk, T-38 flight training and also wilderness survival training. So for your information, on 14 March 2019, Christina Koch was launched to the International Space Station (ISS) to join the expedition's crew. So she was scheduled to carry out her first EVA on 29 March, which would have been the first all-female spacewalk in the world. So while she was interviewed by the media, she had shared a lot of her experience while doing mission in the space. One of her experience is about she needs to use her hands instead of walking to get float around the module in microgravity. So from this view, what I can see that Christina Koch was given a lot of motivations and inspiration to the people around the world. She managed to become one of the female astronauts and prove the capability as a woman. Okay, lastly, the achievement of Christina Koch is the first longest woman for a space mission. Christina Koch and Jessica May have made their own record by completing the first ever female spacewalk. Christina Koch managed to break a record by completing the first ever all-female spacewalk by spending almost 1 year at the space, which is 328 days to do a mission at the space. Christina Koch and Jessica May have launched to the space on 14 March 2019, what was expected to be a typical 6-month mission. But at the end of the period, NASA will extend Christina Koch to stay for a few months to do some more research. And for your information, Christina Koch have already completed 4 spacewalk before, but it was the first time for Jessica May. For this mission, Christina Koch managed to break the record of the NASA and also in the world after Jessica May just returned to the Earth. After spending 328 days at the space, Christina Koch finally returned to the Earth and safely landed at Kazakhstan on 6 February 2020. President Trump, who is current President United, has tweeted his congratulations after Christina Koch just returned to the Earth in his social media. In his tweet, the president wrote that Christina Koch was making United States proud and inspiring young woman with her record-breaking spaceflight. Throughout her mission at the space, Christina Koch had performed various of experiments, including study about the long-term effect of the spaceflight on the human body in preparation for eventual day to the moon and preparation to the Mars. So I hope they will success their mission to the Mars and moon soon. From my personal view, we can see about Christina Koch's record-setting mission and its impact on the future spaceflight. She did many research that can also help other scientists to investigate and explore more in this world.
A record-setting space trip ended today when a Russian Soyuz capsule landed in Kazakhstan. On board was Christina Koch, who just completed the longest ever mission for a woman. More now from Nikki Batiste.
She is out, thumbs up, and a huge smile.
Her smile said it all, a celebration of an extraordinary moment.
Christina, welcome home.
Christina Koch made history after 328 consecutive days in space.
And liftoff.
The most ever by a female astronaut. Her 139 million mile mission.
I see the connectors on the left.
Included the first ever all-female spacewalk.
The view I had was straight down a solar array. It was like looking at a skyscraper facing down to the Earth, and it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
The 41-year-old astronaut's work in orbit will give researchers insight into how weightlessness affects the female body.
And I think definitely the thing I'm going to miss the most is being able to do this whenever I want. Microgravity is a lot of fun.
Among the other lighter moments, there were karaoke nights and pizza parties with the crew.
I'm going to need you to move a little closer to me.
Christina Cook, a trailblazer.
If you do what scares you, you might find just how much you're capable of.
Sound advice from a woman who not only left her footprint in space, but also in history. Nikki Batiste, CBS News, New York.
So as a conclusion, there are 3 achievements of Christina Koch, which is the first one as an electrical engineer at United States. The second one is as a female astronaut at National Aeronautics and Space Administration. And the last one is the first single longest woman for a space mission. So I hope everyone can take a lesson from astronaut Christina Koch in search to help explore more in this world. So my advice is, if you want to be an astronaut in the future, just do it. I know it may take a long time or challenge or for yourself, but believe me, nothing is impossible in this world. Whether you want it or not, it depends on yourself. Thank you.